Hello lads and ladies, today I am in my Honda Prelude and I made a video recently, I made this video recently saying that I wanted to make a box just in behind the driver's wheel, right where the air filter is, because I removed the original air box and I wanted to make something just to block any splashes of water getting up into the air filter. Because the hole is there, I want to kind of make some kind of a little box that will aim towards the front bumper, so any cold air coming in from the front bumper will go straight up this hole, and any of the splashes from the wheels will not come up and go into that hole. So over the last week or two, with any little bit of spare time I've had, I decided I'll make that box. Now, I am not a metal fabricator, I do not know what I'm doing, I'm not a mechanic, nothing like that. I just kind of made a paper template and I just copied that template as close as I could. I had a sheet of aluminium or aluminum is what we call it. I had a sheet of aluminium in the shed a long time for something else on the Prelude I want to do, but I have that in the shed a long time, and I said, over this corner of it I will make this box that I wanted to do. Okay, I hope you like it. Give us a like if you do, and comment and share it and whatever else. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, so I started off this with a paper template and this lump of aluminium, and I just done this with a hacksaw and some other little tools here you can see. Basically I just made a paper template and copied it in this aluminium, and I cut it into certain shapes. There's the paper template there on the left. I cut it into the shape like this. This is the base of it here, and I just made the other shape separately because it would have been just easier to bend two separate pieces and bolt them together rather than trying to bend one piece into this kind of half a square kind of shape. So as you can see, I have the two of them together here. I bolted it down with these nuts and bolts that I have here, and you can see here just the back of it. This has a blue plastic on it just for protection, but it's been in my shed getting thrown around for years, so it's definitely well past being protected. But yeah, as you can see, I made that shape and I decided I'll just put it in here to see what way it would look. And I have these original holes that I did not drill these out. These were all here already. You can see that one down there. I wanted to be able to use all the existing holes that were there. So this is it all together now with the blue stuff off. And you can see that it does need to be cleaned up on the outside at least. So I decided I will polish it. So this is it before. And I decided then, yeah, I will give this the first coat of polish, and I just went over it once for about 2 or 3 minutes, and you can see that it's taken away a lot of that dirt. So I didn't want to go too crazy with this because it is just going in behind the bumper. I'm not going to see it, nobody's going to see it, but I just wanted to polish it up a little bit just to make it a little bit more shiny or cleaner. So this is it after a couple of coats of polish, and then this is the end of it. I think it looks great, to be honest. The shape of it is great as well. I didn't do the inside, there's no point in doing the inside of it, but yeah, so that was it. That's the way it was after the polishing. So I decided then after this that oh yeah, see this area here, this is where from all of the scratches from using a file trying to grind down the holes where I drilled, I could not get those marks back out, so that was my own fault. I shouldn't have used a file like that. But this is, I just put some lacquer around it just to give it a bit more protection against stone chips, or, well, that's not really going to protect against stone chips, but it's going to protect against more dirt building up. And this is exactly where I wanted to mount it. So I had these holes already in the car, and I said I'm going to reuse these existing holes. So just trying to, this is the air filter still in here at this point. So I wanted to see how hard it would be to get it in and out with the air filter there, but it wasn't really working out, so I had to take it out. But as you can see, this is what it is just with the one screw in, and that's the amount of room or space that I have around it so that air can get in at it. So it's not completely blocked off by from the elements whatsoever, but it will just reduce the amount of water splashed up into the air intake. So you can see all the gaps around the side of it there. That's totally fine. I'm happy with that. It allows more cold air flow. But yeah, so you can see here I've used a 1-inch spacer because the lower end of the box, even though the box is as straight as I can get it, the lower end of the box where it meets the chassis is actually tapered in more. So I had to put a spacer in at that point. You can also see this chassis is a bit rusty under there. But yeah, so this part here is literally where it touches the bumper. It is actually perfectly sitting just above the bumper by about 1 millimeter. So it's absolutely perfect. Yeah, you can kind of just see it here as well. It's just literally above the bumper. It's perfectly in line. If I do need to, I could shave it off, no problem. I could shave it down a little bit more if I need to. Yeah, so I do like the way it's sitting, and this area here was the hardest part. I could not get that screw in at all. I wanted to do it with the bumper on to see could I actually remove it if I needed to with the bumper on. And as you can see, it's fairly tight. It's not going anywhere. I've banging on this for ages, moving it and trying to pull it around. It doesn't matter. It's not going anywhere. As I said, I used the original screw hole, so I tightened it and screwed it as much as I could into them. And I never drilled any new holes into the chassis or nothing like that. So that's why the box is the shape it is. As you can see here, it's not exactly in line with the bumper. So when I do get the inner wheel guard and I get that in there, I might have to shave off the back of the box slightly. So that's not a problem. I'll do that when I get to that point. But for now, that's perfect. This is the inside. This is the screw that I was telling you. It was the hardest one to get in. But again, I did it. It was easy enough anyway in the end. And this is the shape of the box from the inside. So you can see that it's not polished or anything like that. And you can see the gap there at the bottom. But there is no gap at the top. And as you can see, I have everything back in now. I have the air filter and the battery and all back in, and that rubber sort of seal thing there. And this is it from the underneath, the amount of air that you could see flushing in, but it will not allow too much water to get in, if you understand what I mean. So it's I think it's great. I actually am really proud of it. And yes, I do know that it has a lot of gaps around it, and I kind of wanted it that way, but at the same time I think it will work out perfect. So I hope you liked the little box. I think it looks great. It's just going to save me from the splashes that are going to get into the air filter. That's all it is. But yeah, when I do get the mud guard, I will probably have to cut a piece off of the back of it, or maybe just reshape it or something, or make a new one. I don't know. But I'll probably have to do something with it when I get the mud guard, or sorry, the inner wheel lining. When I get that, we'll find out then. But if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment, tell me what you would have done differently, whatever it is. Tell me that I'm an idiot and I shouldn't have done that in the first place. I don't care. Whatever it is that you want to say, please say it. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next video. Did I just do a peace sign? Okay, sorry about that. I love you all. Bye.